The endless stretch of highway unfolded before Olivia Carter, her massive 18-wheeler roaring steadily beneath her. The setting sun bathed the sky in a mesmerizing blend of fiery reds and shimmering golds, casting long shadows over the open road. She adjusted her grip on the wheel, her keen eyes shifting momentarily to the two large crates secured firmly in the passenger seat. Inside them, her most loyal companions, Thor and Shadow, two impeccably trained military K9s. After dedicating 6 years of her life to the army as a K9 handler, Olivia had transitioned into truck driving, a way to explore the country while making an honest living. But even though she had stepped away from the battlefield, she never truly left behind the lessons it had taught her. Preparedness was key. And Thor and Shadow? They weren't just pets. No, they were family, her protectors, her first and best line of defense against an unpredictable world. She had just crossed the Texas state line when she decided to pull into a small truck stop. Time to refuel, stretch her legs, and let the dogs out for a quick walk. As she hopped down from the cab, a prickle of unease crawled up her spine. Eyes. She could feel them on her. A group of bikers lounged near their motorcycles, clad in weathered leather vests and covered in tattoos. Their smirks, the way they whispered among themselves while watching her, it sent a wave of tension through Olivia's gut. She wasn't new to unwanted attention as a female truck driver, but something about this particular group set her instincts on high alert. Ignoring them, she unlatched the crates, allowing Thor and Shadow to hop down. Their lean, muscular frames tensed as they took in their surroundings. Shadow, the darker of the two, let out a low growl, a warning, an instinctual reaction to the shift in the air. "Nice dogs," one of the bikers called out, sauntering closer. He was tall and broad, his scruffy beard failing to hide the smirk stretching across his face. But his eyes? Cold. Calculating. "You sure a little thing like you can handle a rig that size?" he added, his tone laced with mockery. Olivia met his gaze head-on, unshaken. "Yeah, I managed just fine." Her voice was calm, unwavering. Another biker, younger and wiry, chuckled darkly. "Maybe you need a real man behind the wheel. How about it, sweetheart? Let us buy you a drink inside." "I'm not interested," Olivia said firmly, snapping the leashes onto her dog's collars. Her patience had limits. The men exchanged glances. The amusement in their expressions morphed into something else, something darker. One of them stepped forward, his fingers twitching as if debating whether to reach for her. Don't be like that," he drawled, his grin widening. "We're just being friendly." Thor's ears flattened. His stance stiffened. His lips curled back ever so slightly. Olivia felt his tension through the leash and tightened her grip. "I said I'm not interested. Step back." Her voice was sharp now. A warning. But instead of heeding it, the lead biker chuckled lowly. "Feisty, huh? I like that." That was it. Enough. Olivia loosened her grip just enough and gave a quiet, firm command. "Guard." Thor and Shadow exploded into action. Shadow lunged first, a deep, guttural snarl ripping through the air. The biker jumped back, his cocky facade vanishing in an instant. Thor was right behind him, teeth bared, his stance a picture of aggression. The bikers stumbled back, their bravado evaporating like mist under the morning sun. "What the hell? Call them off," the bearded biker barked, his hands shooting up defensively. Olivia stepped forward, her eyes ice cold. "You thought I was out here alone? Big mistake. These boys have been trained to take down threats far bigger and meaner than you. I suggest you get on your bikes and leave before they decide you're more than just a nuisance." A tense silence settled over the group. Then, as if coming to a silent agreement, they started backing away, muttering curses under their breath. One of them shot her a glare before swinging a leg over his motorcycle. The engines roared to life, and one by one, they sped out of the parking lot, swallowed by the darkening horizon. Exhaling slowly, Olivia watched them go before turning to her dogs. "Good boys," she murmured, kneeling to ruffle their fur. Shadow let out a satisfied huff, while Thor's tail wagged slightly, his sharp eyes still fixed on the road, just in case. Climbing back into her truck, Olivia glanced at the passenger seat where the K9 crate sat. A small smile tugged at her lips. "Looks like I owe you two a steak dinner." The road ahead was long, but she knew one thing for certain. With Thor and Shadow by her side, she'd never truly be alone. Or unprotected. As she pulled back onto the highway, she checked her mirrors. The bikers were gone.
For now.
But something in her gut told her this wasn't over.